Good morning. My name is Navyn Salem, and I'm the founder and CEO of Edesia, and also a member of the Chicago Council's advisory group that helped put this report together. Edesia is a Providence-based nonprofit that's dedicated to treating and preventing malnutrition to the world's most vulnerable populations. As a fellow Rhode Islander, it is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Senator Jack Reed. Senator Reed has served in the United States Senate since 1997, after a distinguished career in the military and as an attorney in private practice. He was raised in Rhode Island in a family that prized hard work and education. He earned degrees at West Point and Harvard. In addition to serving on the Appropriations Committee, Banking, Housing, and Urban Development Committee, and the Select Committee on Intelligence, Senator Reed is also the ranking member of the Senate Armed Services Committee. During his entire career, and most recently in his time in the U.S. Senate, he has shown a commitment to the important mission of keeping Americans safe. He has been described by the New York Times as a quiet deal maker, respected by colleagues in both parties, something we can all agree has become a lot less common but very important. Senator Reed has long understood that food security is not just a humanitarian issue, but critical to U.S. national security. Sudden food prices, lack of food and nutrition, particularly in the urban areas we'll be discussing today, can lead to civil unrest, leading to unstable governments, as we have seen so many times. Senator Reed and I have had the opportunity to work on both sides of this issue over the last decade. Senator Reed from the national security perspective, and I as a manufacturer of food aid to USAID and USDA. So it's with my great pleasure that I introduce you to my friend and senior senator, Senator Jack Reed.
Thank you very much, Navyn. It's certainly a great privilege to be introduced by an extraordinary woman who's done so much. Her creativity, her ingenuity, and her determination have made a remarkable difference, not just in my home state of Rhode Island, but around the globe. She has created a wonderful Rhode Island company, but it is a world leader in helping nutrition. To date, Edesia Nutrition has reached over 3.6 million malnourished children throughout the world. In 2015 alone, they were able to help 1 million children throughout the globe. It's a company with 73 full-time staffers and a budget of over $29 million, but they make a huge impact worldwide, and we're awfully proud of them in Rhode Island. And it all started, ladies and gentlemen, with just some peanuts. So just if you get a good idea in peanuts, you can go a long way in this great country. But and Navyn is the key. Let me take a moment to particularly commend and thank the Chicago Council on Global Affairs for your leadership on this very important topic and this symposium. Particular accolades go to President Ivo Daalder. I've known Ivo for years. He's an extraordinary public servant and a thoughtful and great leader when it comes to these issues and so many more. And I want to particularly express my thanks, my appreciation to Dan Glickman and Doug Bereiter. Dan and Doug were members of the House of Representatives with me, and they were remarkable in so many different ways. Their intelligence, their innate decency, their commitment to the issues, not to just rhetoric, and that is displayed here today in this symposium where they've been so critical. So thank you, Dan and Doug. International food security is an extraordinary challenge that affects us all. It's increasingly complicating all of our activities. It is in conjunction with increasing populations, increasing urbanization, changing climate, and the shifting dietary trends. And they've become critical in our effort to maintain peace and stability and prosperity throughout the globe. And it's important that we look for innovative ways to try to deal with these colliding issues: urbanization, food scarcity, different dietary habits, unemployment, all these issues that come together and provide tinder, really, for some of the conflagrations that we see erupting all across the globe. Today, the Chicago Council on Global Affairs has offered a comprehensive report on these challenges of ensuring global food stability, complete with specific recommendations. And one of the important recommendations is creating appropriate ways to work with private entities like Edesia so that we can have a public-private partnership that really provides and makes a difference. And we in Congress have to work to support these policies. And I can tell you, the recommendations today will be carefully reviewed by my committees, both the Appropriations Committee and the Armed Services Committee, to ensure that we are learning as much as we can about problems that confront us all. We have to leverage this innovation, and we have to go ahead and confront these issues. And again, one issue that keeps coming back again and again is the effects of climate change on everything, on the productivity of agriculture, on the mass migration of people to cities. That's an issue we really have to begin to be even more attentive to. So let me thank you all, and particularly, again, thank the Chicago Council for all you do and all you must do. Together, this session, your ideas, will be the inspiration and the prodding that will get us, I hope, to take more effective action. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.